Alright everybody, welcome to the video. We are back with another M19 Arena Standard deck tech. This is a blue-red Auras deck built around one of my favorite cards that came out of Dominaria, Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. Valduk is a 3 mana, 2 generic mana, 1 red, 3/2, which says at the beginning of combat on your turn, for each aura and equipment attached to Valduk, create a 3/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So basically, this is a creature where you want to suit him up with as many equipment and or auras as you can to make a whole bunch of elementals and get a whole bunch of damage in there. We're choosing to go the elemental route because of a lovely 1 mana enchantment from Rivals of Ixalan called Curious Obsession. For 1 blue mana, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Now, it does have a clause that says that if you don't attack with a creature this turn, you have to sacrifice it, but this deck is all about getting in and attacking and dealing as much damage as we can. So that second clause there doesn't necessarily apply to this deck. Also rounding off some of the 1 mana enchantments, we have Arcane Flight. Just 1 blue from Dominaria, gives enchanted creature +1/+1 and flying. The enchantments are going to be Cartouche of Zeal. 1 red mana gives a creature +1/+1 haste and makes target creature unable to block. Rounding out the 1 mana enchantments, we have a 1 of Consuming Fervor. Just to give a creature +3/+3, represent a ton of damage. And the reason why this is not a 4 of is because of the Rider clause. At the beginning of your upkeep, you put a -1/-1 counter on this creature. We're also going to jump up the curve to 2 mana with 3 Cartouche of Knowledge, just to give something +1/+1 and flying, a little evasion, and when it enters the battlefield, draw a card to keep us churning through our deck. And finally, for the last enchantment, we have a Frenzied Rage. So the general play pattern of this deck is to play Valduk on turn 3 and then hopefully be able to strap him up with 4 1 mana auras to get in for a ton of damage. Now, the deck also has an alternative game plan too, where we want to suit up low drop evasive creatures to get in damage as well. So in terms of our evasion, we have a 4 of Mistcloak Herald, 1 blue, 1/1 unblockable, and Slitherblade, 1 mana, 1/2 unblockable. So putting a Arcane Flight, Curious Obsession on these guys just let you churn through your deck, get in some damage. And then finally for protection, as you notice, this only has 16 creatures in the deck, so we need to protect our creatures as best as we can. And we have 7 forms of interaction in this deck. 4 in Siren Storm Tamer, 1 mana, 1/1 flying, which for 1 blue mana you could sacrifice the Storm Tamer and counter target spell or ability that targets you or a creature that you control. I'm really good at countering removal spells, Settle the Wreckage, and can also pick up a couple auras as well. And then finally we have a 3 of Spell Pierce, 1 mana, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. So a lot of times this is going to be a counter that's going to get rid of a key removal that'll let us crack back in for the next turn. And then our final support spell is going to be Chart a Course, a 3 of. Just lets us draw 2 cards and then discard a card unless you attack with a creature. But like I said, this deck is attacking, attacking, attacking. And to round out the mana base, 9 islands, 8 mountains, and 3 sulfur forests. So 20 lands in this deck, which plays pretty well considering as low drop as it is. So this is the deck tech. If you like suiting up a bunch of creatures, getting in for a lot of damage, and also not spending a lot of rares. The only rares that are in this deck are the 3 of sulfur forest. So you can make this with all commons and all uncommons from your collection. So really cheap, really efficient, and picks up a ton of wins. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do make the video, please tell me how it does. Looking forward to seeing your results from it. So that has been the Blue-Red Valduk Auras deck. Thanks for watching and have a good day.